is also with the sub. Selden's checked in for Brooks. And the Cousins deal, Greg, has really been examined, but what is clear is that the Kings wanted to get younger and start rebuilding.
And you can argue if the trade was the right move or not, but management felt it was. The team's thinking was they wanted to change the atmosphere of the locker room, fully committed to bringing in youth and doing things from the ground up.
Has his man, just misses with the pass. Not sure what happened on that play.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. McLemore is checked in. And the wide open shot from Green. And a miss there on the triple. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley-Stein.
An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
Kufis checked in for the Kings. To the inside. Martin with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
Here's Cauley-Stein. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Now Bogdanovich. After the missed 3 from Marc Gasol.
And Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him then to get up off the ground when he needs to and rock it to the rim.
You know, when he's in his comfort zone and he's got space, those are the results.
That one drops for him.
A guy who converts well at the rim, you like to see the aggression there.
You really like him setting the tone early. Physical, challenging guys to stop him.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The offensive rebound. Over in the corner, Green. That doesn't go either for Green. For Sacramento, they've gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And JaMychal Green, drafted out of Alabama, played a few seasons in the D-League, Greg, but in his 3rd season, a full-time starter in the league with Memphis.
And the Grizzlies like his ability to space the floor from that power forward position. It shows you where the game is going. Face-up skills and mobility coveted at that 4 spot.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Evans.
Gotta love the toughness Evans provides. Fantastic at finishing despite getting hit.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That's good from Shumpert on the assist by Fox. Shumpert's got 6 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 8.
The power, the size, you like to see Shumpert attack the paint more often.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Smitty, you were very much the prototypical wing player during your career. When you look around the league, which current player reminds you, say, most of yourself and your style?
You know, I think a guy, he's getting a little bit older, but I think the most, a similar guy for me was Joe Johnson. Some of the guys I love watching right now, I was definitely not that long, and a guy can create that much space is Giannis because he can handle the basketball. I'm looking forward to watching Ben Simmons. I like the 6'8", 6'9" guys that can handle the basketball, but I would say Joe Johnson, and he's still going.
Here's Fox, following the score by Memphis. That one good for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Martin with the bucket. The Kings leading. And Shumpert kicks to Cauley-Stein. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The Kings have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier. McLemore, the pass to Martin. It's deflected.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the back.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
Evans with it. Out guarded by Fox. And McLemore kicks to Green. Pass to Evans. Martin dishes to Evans. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Timeout, timeout.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And one of the side effects of the Cousins trade was it did open up more playing time for Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, immediately he was able to step in and fill those minutes and became a much larger part of their offense.
To the paint. Looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there. Martin with the block. Cauley-Stein.
Love how Gasol patrols the court, always on the lookout to reject a shot.
Hey, Greg, when Cauley-Stein got those extra minutes after the Cousins deal, you could see a change in his play. Much more aggressive, much more confident.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it just takes a clear path to minutes to change a player. Cauley-Stein had been getting better and better before the trade. Having the team believe he could step in was a huge boost in his confidence and his play.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And some changes here for the Kings. Randolph comes in for Koufos, and it's Caboclo in for Bogdanovich. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Selden's checked in for Evans. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Kings shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a... Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching from the Kings, guys.
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter. That's what's given them the advantage.
Control the boards, and you control the flow of the game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Kings. Inside, it's Zebo and Cauley-Stein. Fox is out there with Damon Shumpert. And it's Caboclo in the small forward.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
No good from Selden. Here's Cauley-Stein. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now an 11-point Sacramento lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now here's Shumpert. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, You've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Here's Fox. Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring even when he gets bodied up.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Evans is checked in. Looking to end the run. Buries it from three-point range. Evans has got 8 points.
And it's good to see Tyreek working on his perimeter stroke, showing signs of improvement shooting from deep.
And the Grizzlies enjoying the longest stretch of sustained success in franchise history. Break 7 consecutive seasons making the postseason.
And this group has gotten as far as the Western Conference Finals. And a lot to be said for that consistency. But, of course, everyone's in this for the rings. Interesting to see where they go from here to turn the corner into a true contender.
Good look by Shumpert, right on the money.
And it's Evans missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Martin kicks to Gasol. Passes it to Selden. Dishes it to Green. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And it's Evans missing. Kings leading now by 15. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Memphis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Now here's Randolph. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Gasol sends it back.
I mean, you can see it. He's way out of sync. It's been this way all quarter for him.
Timeout, timeout.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Start it.
And Iman Shumpert, known on this team for his boisterous personality, and he makes a statement with his hair too, doesn't he, Steve?
Yeah, sometimes the high top fade, some other hairstyles, I'm not sure what we can really call them. Kevin, do you want to try out some of those looks?
No, thanks, Smitty. Andrew Harrison's checked in for the Grizzlies. Shumpert passes to Fox. A second chance effort. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Evans with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Back to Green. Fires for 3. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got 3 assists in the game. He used that pick to get in close. Fox has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Evans. Down low. Here's Gasol. Sacramento grabs the miss. Caboclo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Martin with a screen on Fox. Harrison. But he gets it back. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And you don't need the big play. Right now, you just need the smart one.
This is what desperation can do. You start to play outside of yourself, making a bad situation worse.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Bogdanovich, who's checked in for Caboclo. Buddy Hield comes in for Shumpert. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Fox. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
You know, I love the effort just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow.
Smitty, there are those players you worry that if they hit a couple in a row, man, they begin to heat up, and then they get in that microwave category where they can heat up in a hurry and watch out.
Those guys, Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, J.R. Smith, Jamal Crawford, Kyle Korver, those guys, when they get on the roll, they keep going over and over and over, and they are seeking shots. Steph Curry, there's the list goes on and on, Kevin. I love watching when they get hot.
Started.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And the Kings, for so long, had not been active in free agency. You have to like the moves this organization has made to bring in some vets in the offseason. Randolph and Hill bring a lot of experience and leadership to the locker room.
Fox, he's checked in for the Kings. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And Greg, the Kings wanted to have veteran leaders, and that's what they've got right now.
And the Kings are in a rebuild mode, and you need vets to lead that process. Show the youngsters the right way to do things, and I think the Kings have started to make some very savvy moves here as they begin this rebuild.
Parsons checked in for Marc Gasol. Carter dished to Cauley-Stein. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. And that's 15 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Bogdanovich sets the pick for Fox. Here's Cauley-Stein. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Martin with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Here's Fox. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Fox has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Watch Evans. Watch Evans.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got Green. Tyreek Evans out there with Harrison. Then it's McLemore. And it's Parsons in the center position.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this race.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
They call it old school. That's what it is when you watch Zach Randolph play the game of basketball. He's got such great skill and touch around the basket. We call it the old man game, and I tell you what, he gets it done every night.
Here's Shumpert. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Now here's McLemore. He's got 5. Here's Evans. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert. Tyreke Evans, the 4th pick back in 2009, won Rookie of the Year.
Averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists right off the bat. And it's been about the injuries in terms of what's held him back. If he can stay healthy, and that's a big if, the talent is obvious.
And the call will be against Chandler Parsons. That is his first foul of the game. And the call will be against Chandler Parsons. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. 90 seconds now into the 2nd half. Count it, good. Cauley-Stein's got 19 points.
A solid beginning to this 2nd half offensively. 3 for 4 from the floor.
Parsons' shot is off. Sacramento leading by 20. Here's Cauley-Stein. And no good. And Memphis the other way now. The shot by Evans, nobody around. The Grizzlies with another miss. Outside Bogdanovich. Outside jumper. Back to Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Green. Harrison kicks to McLemore. Lays it up off the glass. McLemore's got 7 points in the game.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
That's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
They grab their own miss. Here's Fox. Green with the block.
One of JaMychal's strengths is his shot blocking. Whether he's down low or on the perimeter, he gets up quickly.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Evans outside. Fox with the steal. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup. 13 points in the game.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
And Sacramento has possession. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Ball stolen.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Here's Bogdanovich. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the 2nd half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
Shots good by Green.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
And we see the game of basketball gaining popularity, Steve, around the globe. Do you see a difference in the number of international players in the league now versus, say, when you came into the league?
You know, Kevin, back then I saw it. It was probably 90-10, 90% of guys from United States and then 10% international, that number right now is starting to grow. It is getting closer and closer to 50-50. And the reason why, scouts now, with the technology, you can find a guy all over this globe, and guys are coming over here taking the game serious. I think it's going to come down to wherever you're from. If you're fundamentally sound, you have a chance to make it in the NBA.
And you know, Steve, a credit to current NBA and college coaches for making these summertime pilgrimages overseas to teach the kids in Yugoslavia, Serbia, and all over the globe about the game of basketball. I think that has also sped up the development, and that's, again, a reflection of the international player coming to the NBA.
You're totally right. The global games and guys got to get a chance to see. I think it really started with the Dream Team, the original Dream Team. Everybody international are loving this game, and I think the players who listen and go out and work on their game, they have a better chance.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Iman Shumpert.
And for the Grizzlies, Chandler Parsons was the biggest free agent signing in franchise history. They've got to hope his knees allow him to make a big-time impact.
And Parsons gets it to go.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
And the Grizzlies financially capped out from the Parsons signing. They owed their first-round pick to Portland this last summer. Their 2019 pick goes to Boston. Steve, how do they surround their stars with talent now?
Great question. 7 straight playoff seasons, going for 8.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yes.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
And that's Evans penetrating. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Love the veracity of Evans when he's attacking the cup. He's looking for the foul.
And both free throws good for Evans. And the Kings struggled last season, Greg. They did so because they just couldn't get stops in the defensive end.
And defense, something that this team will struggle with at times. A lot of it is they don't protect the rim or close out, particularly on that three-point shot. And so much of defense just boils down to challenging shooters whenever you can. It's about giving more effort on that side of the ball.
Caboclo, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Cauley-Stein kicks to Carter. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Carter. And that's 15 points for De'Aaron Fox. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good, Harrison.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Carter outside. Down low. Looking for Cauley-Stein. He gets it there. Another shot. 2 on the clock.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort. And so it's Sacramento. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Kings leading now by 15. They've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Fox is out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Carter. And it's Caboclo in the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. From deep, Evans. It's hauled in by the Kings. Hield can't hit.
Whoo, you know that's one he liked to have back. Point blank range, and he missed it.
Look from Green. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10. Here's Caboclo. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Sacramento making a switch here. Shumpert's checked in. Evans. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Evans is a nice player, a guy who can play multiple positions, an effective scorer.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Fox passes to Caboclo. Kicks it to Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And that one falls for Cauley-Stein.
And you think about it, for so long, the Grizzlies were kind of the throwback team. I mean, they had the 2 bangers in the front court, and they really rejected that whole pace and space movement. But finally, they've come around, retooling their lineups to get more shooting on the floor.
McLemore dishes to Evans.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
Here's Carter. Unloads from 13. And again, it's Sacramento converting. And Greg, you look at the changes for the Grizzlies, looking for versatility and adaptability in their players.
Yeah, grit and grind, still the identity, but you got to be able to space the floor and cover pick and roll.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Davis is checked in for Green. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. No good from outside. Harrison kicks to Parsons. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Evans passes to McLemore. Back to Evans. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Evans has got 14 points now in the second half.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
And Carter has it in the corner. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Now here's McLemore. T right on him. And finish off by McLemore.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And he makes the first. And you look at this Kings roster, and Greg, you can see the youth movement is in full effect.
Yeah, and Buddy Hield headlines the group as he comes over in that Cousins trade. Skal Labissiere and Willie Cauley-Stein, also a big part of this team's future. And then getting Fox as a rookie to kind of run the ship, another great building block.
Kicks it out to Evans. Deflects the pass. Here's Carter. The pass to Caboclo. Second shot opportunity. And there's the nice layup by Cauley-Stein. Cauley-Stein's got 5 points in the quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And that one's good by Davis.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Here's Shumpert. Offline with his 3.
and the next one puts them in the bonus.
Sacramento making a switch here. Randolph has checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 15. And that's Evans penetrating. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Offensive rebound.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Kings. Kings leading now by 10. Off the pick. And then Shumpert slams it in.
How about that for a finish? Shumpert with the hoop and the harm.
That's his second personal foul. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Harrison kicks to Parsons. To the left wing. Here's McLemore. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And you don't need the big play. Right now, you just need the smart one.
This is what desperation can do. You start to play outside of yourself, making a bad situation worse.
Pass to Randall. On the wing, Shumpert. Shoots a three. Sacramento moving it around. And Davis sends it back.
Oh! Boy, did he go way up for that one.
He almost hit his head on the roof of the arena.
We just saw a man fly.
Man, he really got up there. I don't think he was ever going to come down.
Cauley-Stein, a screen. Fox. Parsons with some nice D. And the dunk by McLemore.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Now, here's Fox. Not a lot of room. Here's Cauley-Stein. Davis with the block. Kicks it out to Evans. The 15-footer. Cauley-Stein grabs the ball. Addition out to Shumpert. Inside. And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Harrison. Feeds it to Parsons. He dishes it to McLemore. For three. From deep, Evans. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%. Fox with it. There's the pick. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And the Kings lead by 8.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
Yes, and you're watching. Even this late in the game, they're still making plays. You got to love watching it.
Shumpert gets a wide open look. And he gets it to go from the corner.
He's attacking. He's scoring. Amon Shumpert's cooking tonight.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
Every little bit helps. Outstanding work hitting those free throws.
And finished off by Davis.
Oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that slam.
Well, don't you think, Ray, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Fellas, that was ruthless. He threw it down with some authority. The leadership Evans gives this team. When the game is on the line, you can depend on him.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They lead by 3. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Bogdanovich wide open. Gets it to fall. So the Kings win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now, for Greg Anthony.